All right. What's going on, everybody?
What's
This
up?
is Japanmanx3. Got my friend Brandozilla here today.
Bando.
Tell them what we doing today, Brand. What we
Man,
doing? What we doing?
We talking about something that spans the ages. We talking about man versus beast. But in the video game sense, we talking about Monster Hunter. That's what we talking about.
Monster Hunter. Yes.
That
indeed.
meanness. Yeah. Capcom has unleashed this beautiful game upon us all. And it's amazing. Yes.
So let's hop right in. Let's talk about it. So
Yeah.
I'll give you my background on Monster Hunter, right? I remember on when the first one came out on PS2, it was one of the dopest swords I had ever seen on the cover of a game box. He had like the dragon bone sword with the teeth on the end. I was like, that looks so cool, but like I never got it. Like I never got into it or anything like that. And then I would just keep hearing about all these different Monster Hunter iterations. There would be like the one on PlayStation 2, but then like they had multiple PSP games. I think some started coming to like DS or 3DS. There was one on Wii U. Of course, there's Monster Hunter World, which is where I finally came in. But there was a string of Monster Hunters before then that seemed to have just kind of have this cult following. And for me, I always looked at it. I played a demo here or there, like on 3DS for sure. I think it was like Ultimate Generations or something like that. And to me, it was just like, this is a lot. This is a whole lot. In fact, I remember actually now that I think about it, on Wii, the original Wii, there was like Monster Hunter Try or something. I had got a demo from like GameStop. It was like a free demo disc, and I had that, and I played that a little bit. Still had no clue what I was doing. So it wasn't until I got Monster Hunter World where it finally sank in, and I was like, "Oh, this is what this game is." So that's when I finally came into the mix. But you talk about your experience with Monster Hunter. How about you?
So honestly, it's pretty similar. I never played the ones on PSP. I never had a PSP, but my first real, I guess, game was in the DS. But even on the DS. And I guess you could say with the PSP, just the DS, it felt like a bigger. It's supposed to be a console game. That's what it felt like to me. And the one on PS2, arcade to say the least. I gave it I think my first real shot was on the Wii U though. The one on the Wii U. Started messing with Great Sword. Great Sword was good. It's old faithful. It's old reliable. But like you said, Monster Hunter it's pretty much had a cult following until World blew up. World was just, man. I'm trying to compare it to another franchise because it's not the only franchise to have that one game that just sets it off. But really, World was the one that it got everybody.
Since we're talking about Capcom, to me, it was like the second coming of like fighting games. You remember when Street Fighter 4 came out and it just
Street Fighter 4
took over.
Street Fighter 4,
So it's like Capcom did the same thing with Monster Hunter World. It was to me. It was
with Monster
Hunter. I remember the trailers were just like. Oh, go ahead.
No. You're right. It's like Capcom did it. They did it again. With that, I would say also Marvel vs. Capcom. They just relaunched that. They brought it back up from the dead. Man. So Monster Hunter right now is not going back. It's huge now. It's like I think World was like their greatest selling franchise.
Exactly.
I think, as a present.
Exactly. And it seems like it's like a niche franchise, right? It seems like it should not be as big as it got, but for some reason, Monster Hunter World specifically, and I know it did simplify, some of the mechanics from the original games, but overall, it still is a very involved game. Like you can't just go in there and just play it and not really, you can't be really successful if you're just like playing around. I'm gonna shoot the little peon monsters around the field. Like, no, you gotta learn the monster.
It's not like it doesn't have a casual setting. Like you'll play Tekken, and you don't know you ain't playing for real. You can just choose Eddie and just tap buttons. You can't do that with Monster Hunter. It's like what our fellow ninja said, Silco 4. He said it's Dark Souls multiplayer. That's what I like how he says that, because that's what you will get wrecked. You will get carted. You know, and
easily.
It's kind of, and like you said, it's not like, think about it, dude. Monster Hunter has all these weapon types, and honestly, they done it so good that if you switch weapons, it feels like a totally different game. Like literally, like totally different game. And you got, you know, potions, you got this setup, you got all these different elements, you got the environment, you got traps. It's very intricate. So it is something to see something like that go mainstream.
Yeah. And so you bring up a good point. You talk about the weapons, right? So I know for myself, I'm a very die-hard archer. I don't shoot bow and arrows in real life, but I love bow and arrows, bro. So any game that does this well is always like something that's gonna pique my interest. In fact, one of the main reasons I bought Monster Hunter World was because of the little clips they would show of the weapon types. Yeah. And for the archer, like they would like back up against the tree and do a backflip and just shoot from in the air, and I was like, oh, this looks crazy, you know. So of course you can imagine my first few times playing the game with a bow and arrow were very slow, very not exactly what I was expecting it to be, but I stuck with it, and actually was pretty decent for some of the opening monsters. And the first time I think I remember touching any type of other weapon was with some of the challenges you can do. And I think I had like insect glaive or something. I was like, I don't know how to play this game anymore. Like, I got so used to just playing with the bow and arrow. So for you, when you really kind of got heavy into Monster Hunter World, what was the weapon types that really attracted you?
When I first started World, I was actually a switch axe user, and I still think switch axe is a very cool weapon. But man, it's just something. I really like. We talk about things on our other discussions, like One Punch Man and My Hero, right? One thing they have in common, that you know, that hit. And I saw the hammer, man. I saw the hammer, man, and I was a hammer bro from then on. It's the fact that, like, for example, if you have a weapon that cuts, you'll cut the monster, and they're real or whatever sometimes. But when you use the hammer, dude, you get that knockout factor. And when it's something about coming up on this dragon, bro. You can uppercut it with a hammer, and it just like
it's gonna feel like every hit.
Yeah, it feels like you're actually having a reaction on the monster. I love it. So for a majority of the time, I was a hammer. I'm a hammer bro. All the Monster Hunter fans watching that, I'm a hammer bro. I'm the dude that's gonna be like, guys, let me get the head. Everybody get out the way. I know it's annoying.
Clear it out.
But we have, man, we're Vegeta. We have Big Bang Attack, man. We have it, you know. But yeah, hammer, and just with a dash, little dash of light bow gun, little light bow gun. So yeah,
the light bow guns and the heavy bow guns, I gotta say, coming from a ranged person with the axes, it is nice when you kind of got the little artillery just going, and they just kind of and it's kind of heavy with it. It always got like a Gears of War type of feel. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I think that's the actual genius of Monster Hunter. When I went from playing with a hammer to the light bow gun, totally different game. Different game. Like it feels totally different. Even Archer, bro. I haven't even touched Archer. I and that's crazy. I've touched every single set. I have not touched Archer. It just I ain't got around to it. I even tried Lance. And I've seen those things with Lance, but it just doesn't appeal to me. I can't get groovy with it. So,
dude, anytime I watch, I feel like it's the only other game series besides like literal fighting games or like Smash Brothers and stuff where like people do like combo videos, and it's like, what? Like this is happening? Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So with this wealth of weaponry, right? This full arsenal, you know, us coming from Monster Hunter World, I know for myself, you know, I love bow and arrows, as I mentioned. But it's time for me, I believe, to venture into other spaces. And so I feel like with Rise coming, it's the prime opportunity to go ahead and, dust it off.
Yeah.
Put on something new, find some new hotness,
Bro, who are you?
Skyrim. So I don't know yet. So I'm coming to you because I know you're the Monster Hunter vet. You know what I'm saying? Look, so I'm sure you put some time into the demo.
Oh, a lot. I got I think I probably got maybe eight or more chances.
Okay. See.
But bro, I hate to be on the train, and I don't think about getting on the hype train. It's just I was just there. It was the train that was in the train station, and it was on time, and I got on. Mm-hmm. Look, but Doot boys, man, hunting horns. Hunting horns is amazing. It's amazing, dude. Like, and what I love about hunting horn, at least with me, my personal play style, I love it when I can do damage but help the team at the same time. Mm-hmm. In World, I couldn't remember my songs. It felt, the actual animations were, it was pretty basic, bro. Bruh. Rise, all that's missing is like an unfolded cardboard box on the ground, bro. You just break dance on these boys, like it's disrespectful, and I love it. I'm here for it. It gives me life. Yeah.
So Rise is definitely a lot. Man, we talk about maneuverability is just completely different. I'm so used to just kind of running around, kind of plogging through all the stuff and going through everything. And I mean, the areas of Monster Hunter World are cool, but it can be slow. Even with the verticality, you gotta literally climb stuff. Yeah. And Rise is literally was like, can I do this? Can I chain 3 of these and do whatever I want? And it's you can. It's like, I can.
Yes, you can.
I can wall climb, and if I time it just right, it's like I can scale anything. It's like, you can. I was like, okay.
Did you mess with the big wire bugs?
Yes, that shoot you like a rocket way up in the air. Yeah.
Did you realize that some of those, if you don't, because sometimes I get shot up in the air and I just do my own thing, right? If you let it ride, it usually links you to another one. You can chain them. I didn't even. I realized that till lately. Yeah. So that area by the waterfall to the left of the map. Go over there, shoot up that Joker. It's gonna string you to another one. You can just
you keep going.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So traversal in this game is gonna be amazing for sure. And just from all the trailers that we've seen so far, and of course the demo, the spaces are really vast. Lots of things going on, and they've added other elements like with the flora and fauna, like different things you can pick up and everything. You can now get like these insects, and I don't know, this could be something that they've brought back, but as far as like being able to get buffs while you're just kind of out in the open running around, you can just find like an insect, eat it or whatever, and then that gives you permanent buffs while you're in the map for right then and there. So that's cool. I still it's so many mechanics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm taking notes. Hunting horn for sure. I'm gonna definitely try out.
You're gonna try it out.
I'm gonna try it out. I think too, I've never been one of the people who kind of use the swords, but I appreciate the sword users. So do you have a preference between like sword and shield, or just a great sword?
So, in terms of sword, I like great sword.
Okay.
I'll do great sword. You could buy a textbook and learn how to play Charge Blade. I already gotta handle so much stuff. The Charge Blade, don't get me wrong, but it's just not for me. I don't want to have to figure out it. But okay, and another thing, we already know, if I'm being, this is just my opinion, but honestly, the longsword is amazing. Longsword, the Sephiroth blade, whatever you want to call it, it's amazing. You see clips of people just destroying monsters with it. So I actually ran with that for a while, but then I just I was like, nah, I want to smash. I would just hope smash. Just it. That's all I wanna do.
It's hammer time. Okay.
Yeah, but what I like about Rise is because we know Monster Hunter is made by 2 different teams, right? Rise is made by those guys that were on the handhelds, and those dudes they're crazy. They don't know rules, so that's why we got they do anything they want, and you can see they learn stuff from World. Now we got wall running, we got ninja, we got the wire bug itself is just crazy. You know, we got wyvern riding. We can we can yeet a monster into another monster and fight with the monster. We can do all this crazy stuff. So Rise is gonna be. I think it's gonna be dope. It's
funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like they want you to be OP. Like from the first trailer alone, it was like you can wire bug up in the air, come back down with the charge, and just smash. And it's like am I supposed to be able to do this? I feel like the monsters had like a big disadvantage this time around. But as you say that, I have noticed that the development team for the handheld games, their monster designs are insane. Like Monster Hunter World, I want to say is kind of toned down. You have a lot of wyverns, a lot of big bulky
dinosaurs,
more dinosaur-y, so they're kind of a little bit more stagnant, I would say. Some of them are a little bit more crazier than others, but for the most part, I mean, it just seemed like the one on DS, like they would have like things that look almost alien, just like doing crazy stuff. So they don't care. We already know that they don't care. That's what I love about it. Because Monster Hunter World tried to be as realistic as you can get. That's why most of them were just dragging wyverns and stuff, But we are already getting, dude. Look at what's in we got a giant badger, we got a tarantula, we got this. Man, it was this monster that was in the older games. I forget which one it was from, but Homeboy, he was like a spider, like a mantis type thing. I forget his name. He had a weird name. Dude would use his threads to pull up like metal from the ground, and he made a mech. The monster would get in the mech, and you would fight. Yes, you would fight the giant mech. So this comes from that team. So you can look it up. Rise is gonna be crazy. They showing us cool clips, but the thing about Monster Hunter is it's gonna be something on there that's gonna wreck you. It's gonna wreck you. Yeah,
Rajang hurt my feelings. Rajang and that other hater. What's that other hater with the doggone? I forget his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about, dude. Who be punching folks, man, with the slime. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's terrible. He's just angry. But it's gonna give you confidence, but it's gonna wreck you, man. Don't let it do it to you.
So it always feels good when you're playing with a group of friends and everybody gets a piece of the pie, if you will, right? I think that's what any of these multiplayer group like raid games. Or you remember that one time we played Destiny way back when, and we beat Vault of Glass, and it just was amazing, right? Yeah. But it's like with Monster Hunter, like to Silco 4's point, it's like it's just boss mode, right? There is boss, no
it's boss
there's no intermediate, so everything is a raid pretty much. Like you just gotta gear up and you gotta be ready for it. So I'm
game.
Looking forward to it. I think a lot of us in the squad will be participating. Do you have any words of wisdom for the crew to be successful in their journeys?
Get good. That's it, bro. That's it, man. Look. Get good, bro. Look, use your life powders, my friend. If you see your boy suffering, throw that powder, bro. Throw it. Just throw it, man. He gotta ask for it. Just throw it, man. You see it, do it, man. Hey, look, at the beginning of the quest, man, you got some jokers, they give you free mega potions, right? Got a little asterisk next to it. Y'all don't be the guy to take all of them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Share, don't
share
do
the
that.
love. Share the love.
Share, man. And if you get caught, don't get caught again.
Wise words.
Spider-Man says, everybody gets one, except for that one guy, because his teams are full. One of y'all just can't die. So yeah, man.
Okay. Wise words from the sensei, our own Kakashi, if you will.
Quote unquote.
We are going to be we are steadily awaiting for March. Unfortunately, for those of us who are just now learning about Monster Hunter Rise, if you are, I don't know how you could have missed it, but they had a demo that lasted, I think, until February 1st. and we are recording this on the 4th. Now, the demo itself, you can still play single player. I don't think the online experience is there anymore. But yeah, still time to get your training in. I know I will have to be putting in some work because I don't want to disappoint these guys, and that's the thing. If you cart more than twice, they kick you out the group. Nah, we're not that toxic. We're not that toxic, but still, they'll talk about you, and that's okay. Sometimes you need that encouragement. Yeah. Now, with Monster Hunter Rise coming, let's go big brain right quick because at the end of the day, Monster Hunter World was great. Iceborne came out and was even greater, and I unfortunately did not get to experience this greatness because again, I'm a pleb, so my time was just spent in base Monster Hunter World. So when we think about Monster Hunter Rise, kind of from what you've seen now and long term, before we talk about Monster Hunter World 2 or anything like that, what do you foresee in the future? What do you want? Do you have any dreams for what the series may bring?
Yeah, well, for my expectations for Rise is, I want it to go stupid. I want it to go crazy. I want them to be as imaginative as they want to be with this game. And I'm already seeing evidence of the fact. One thing I love about Monster Hunter is it doesn't hold your hand. It doesn't hold your hand, and I want them to keep that. They're doing things to improve things, but even with the Switch, there's only so much you can do in terms of some things. But that's
Switch Pro. Switch Pro.
Oh man, if they're gonna do Switch Pro, this will be the game to do it. Either this or Metroid. But that's my expectation. Is I just want them to go back to being just totally crazy with their designs. One thing they need some improvement is I feel like this for Monster Hunter. Have a decent story or don't tell one at all. Because Monster Hunter World, honestly, the story was bad. The cutscenes, we had so many cutscenes that meant nothing. The handler, oh my gosh. The handler, man. That's I would say that's an improvement. If you're gonna do a story, just keep it simple, keep it light, keep it fun. That's it. Cool. But man, go stupid, go crazy. Just do it.
That's pretty much how I feel too. I like Monster Hunter just from the outside for all the craziness it looks like happens on the screen, and from playing it too. It seems like from a gameplay perspective, we are kind of at the apex, right? Like Rise feels better than World. When World felt very solid and together, like it was a complete system. It had a little jank to it, but that's Monster Hunter, right? Monster Hunter's supposed to have a little jank, but it's not bad. Yeah. Whereas like with this one, like one of the main things I think, you've never been able to go fast in Monster Hunter. Like with your Palamute, you can mount the Palamute, and it has a boost. You know what I'm saying? It can drift. You got the wire bugs. You got the wire bugs, so you can just like shoot everywhere like Spider-Man. So I mean, literally, they are giving you the only thing that I think that was missing from the pie, which was again speed. So I'm intrigued to see how that's going to play out overall. I do hope that in the grand scheme of things, they treat it like as well as they treated Monster Hunter World. I mean that Switch money is different money when it comes to these consoles. So like, this game may sell even better than Monster Hunter World just because of the Switch alone.
Match it,
at least. So and I think from that and from what they've learned and then even having an expansion like Iceborne, hopefully it does mean that with Rise, we'll see a lot to come before hopefully they don't rush the other side of Monster Hunter World 2, if you will, for like PS5 and Xbox, where we know those are going to be graphical showcases. They're going to really want to push those really heavy. So Rise is coming. The release date is in March. Not for sure the exact date, but y'all know it's coming. If you know, you already ready for it. You've already pre-ordered. You're already gearing up for the hunt. So until then, I tell my sensei Brandozilla, I will be working. I will try to improve and show you my talents when it comes around. But if I do get carded, just hold the team down. Put the team on your back. You got a back that's broad. You got to get them broad shoulders.
Go in outside.
Okay, last thing before we wrap up. Just something funny. You just let me know. Okay. English dub voices or Japanese?
Oh man. I hate to be this guy. I'm not a sub scrub. I'm not. Man. These voices.
Oh, they're bad.
But I gotta keep it 100, y'all. These English voices are trash. At least for the hunter. I can't tell you how many times I've heard, "Be careful, something's coming." I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna check with the sub, because I'm not used to the hunters talking anyway. So we get some. For One Piece fans watching, we get some people like Doflamingo who he be like Metal Gear, something like nice and
right.
Like I'm down with it. But like I hope you got insurance. Like, come on, man, come on, So
let the gameplay be a little janky. Don't let the audio be janky. You don't need that. I like hunting in peace. You know what I'm saying? Not with the cringe.
Okay.
I just wanted to throw that in there because I know that was one of the main things in the demo. When that dude first started talking to me, I was like, "Who is this and why? Like, why are you?" No.
Oh man,
no.
I thought he was gonna be like the owl from Ocarina of Time when he just has like a wall of text that you just spam an A. You just like, oh my god, come on, man.
He reminds me of Strider, so I thought he's gonna be cool. And I mean, technically speaking, he's, I guess, kind of cool aesthetically, but like, when he opened his mouth, I was like, oh no. Yeah.
I hope on this one Capcom shows some DLC. Bruh, let me get a view for your costume. Come on, man. Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? Or a Strider costume. Come on, man. Give me that. We seen what they did with World with the Ryu and with the Resident Evil skins. I'm like, come on. The Dante skins. We had Dante skins.
Now, there was a lot of good love. There was a lot of good love as far as DLC. That's a good point. I wonder if they will have any more mechanics.
I hope.
As far as that would be dope.
Bro, just one last thing about DLC, my G. Look. Bruh, it's Capcom, right? We got a dog, right?
I know where you're going with this,
bro. Okami skin, bro. I'm gonna bro. It's perfect.
Okay,
it's perfect.
As long as I can get an Asura skin, then we good to go. If I can get an Asura skin, in fact, if I can get an Asura skin and a brawler type where we use no weapons, we just use hands, and I can pummel a monster, that would be great.
Asura just needs to be in the game as a monster. That's it.
Exactly. He's
He needs to be an elder monster. If you can't kill, you can just ward off. Yeah.
He's gonna just come in and pop in on you, check you out right quick, and then hop back out.
Yeah, but
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
If we're being realistic, right? You do bring up Capcom. Capcom made a Nintendo franchise. Not the whole franchise, but they assisted in one. Do you know which one?
A Nintendo franchise?
Matter of fact, they made 2 versions of this game.
They made it for Nintendo?
Yeah, it was on the Game Boy Color.
Oh, nah, I have not. What you got?
Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, Legend of Zelda.
They did it already, though. They did do the Zelda. Remember on the DS? DS or the Wii U, they had a Link skin. You can
really?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Well, bring it back. Bring it back for the Switch. Breath of the Wild 2. I put the Master Sword in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I'll be down. I'll be down for some Sheikah Tribe outfits.
But, that's on my wish list. I added to it though with the hands. I want that to be a weapon style, bro. Oh my god.
You have Dragon's Dogma, which apparently has good melee, so
you just hands. That's it.
let's break the game completely.
Sword and shit. You with your arrows, people come out with guns. You got one dude that just like he just runs off. He like square. I like this.
It makes sense to me. I don't know about y'all, but it makes sense to me.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, I appreciate this time, Brando Sensei. We'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Monster Hunter is coming. The hunt approaches. We're not gonna talk about the Monster Hunter movie because that's not a movie. You know, it didn't happen.
I'm scared. I'm too scared.
But until next time, this is me, Japanmanx3. My man's Brandozilla. Yeah. Any final thoughts? Any final words you want to get out before we sign off? Anything.
Hey man, look. May your carts be few, and your palico meals be plenty. That's it. That's all I gotta say, y'all. That's it.
That's a haiku for you palamutes.
I think that was 7-5. See y'all.